Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Thursday, January 25th, 2024. My name's Jennifer Cotton, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas. That means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So, good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here, whether it's your first time watching my videos or you are back. Thank you very much. I saw already Sue here. She's ready to escape the gloomy Green Bay, Wisconsin for some Caribbean sunshine. She will be on the cruise with us. And Marianne was like, "Are you ready to cruise?" Yes, we are sailing out Sunday for the crafting cruise. Anyway, so yes, very excited, but not ready. Not ready. As you see behind me, nothing is packed. I have lots to do today and tomorrow. Good morning, Xana, Linda in Mansfield, Marianne, good morning, Terry, good morning, nearly cruise time, yes. Let's see, Facebook user in Janet, rainy but warm, North Carolina. It's rainy here too. It's like drizzly, rainy, yucky here in Texas. Denise, good morning in Colorado. Carol, good morning. Love all the pink hearts. Belinda, good morning. Susan, good to see you. Good morning. And Oma, good morning. Watch till you have to leave. Love it. Okay, so my name's Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 22 years now. I do this as a full-time business. So if you watch this video, that helps me. If you click like, thumbs up, heart, laughing emoji, any of that helps. If you subscribe, follow, it all helps. So thank you very much. But for commenting on the video today or on replay, YouTube and Facebook, you'll be entered to win the 3 cards I'm going to make today with the Hooray for Surprises bundle, which currently this is not a class. These are just cards I'm making for the video. So make sure you comment so you can be entered to win. And if you share the video like Marcia just did, make sure you comment that you shared so you can be entered a second time to win the 3 cards. This is a really fun bundle. If y'all haven't not seen it in action, I'll show you how to use it today, at least my way, because I didn't look anything up. I made it up. And Marcia, good morning. Angelique, good morning. Marcia, good morning. Landa, good morning. Yeah, definitely has. Landa says definitely lots to go to finish getting ready for cruise. Marcia's in Wisconsin. Let's see a name over here. I can't see. Denise, no, I'm not sure who it is. Cindy, good to see you. Good morning to you as well. Good, Marianne. Haven't used that bundle yet. Haven't seen that bundle used yet. Oh, good. Darlin, sunny Hollywood, Florida. And Xana shared. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to jump in. I am going to attempt to keep the video quicker today, although there is some instruction needed on these cards. But on this beginning part, let me try to go quicker. So I do this full time. I offer tons of events anyone can take from me all over the US. They're all offered to go. They all include PDF tutorial with step-by-step detailed instructions. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything for you except designer paper, if that's included with the fee, or if we tell you in the class registration, you'll need these dies, then we won't die cut that. Then you'll stamp and assemble with the PDF tutorial. Anyone in the United States can purchase anyone in the world can purchase the tutorials, and anyone in the US can purchase the classes. And then some of them are offered in person as well. So I do have 4 monthly classes that I do every single month. We just had the January one, so the info for February will be out. Hopefully by February 1st, I will be on the cruise when that email needs to go out, and I have not been able to do it ahead of time. So I'll get it done on the cruise. I don't know if it'll be on the 1st, but don't worry. You'll have plenty of time to sign up for card class, scrapbook class, Stamp-A-Stack class, and sampler class. So card will be 4 cards for $20, free with a $20 order. I'll announce what I'm using later. Scrapbook class is, and I have this month's pages here to show. Sorry, I'm like, what is my phone? It's telling me to go live. My watch is telling me to go live. Scrapbook is 3 12 by 12 pages. These are the ones from January. And then for $20, free with a 3 for $20, free with a $20 order. I do have one packet of this class left. We do cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything on that one. So if you want that, it's $20 or free with a $20 order. You can kind of see in here how we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. And so that's card and scrapbook. $20 free with a $20 order. Info coming February 1st. In person or to go. Then I have my, by the way, those are clubs you can join as well if you have any questions on that. Kylie, good morning. Oh, Xana, I've been in and out of the hospital. I am very sorry. I hope you're doing better. Julie shared, Julie, good morning. Sorry. Susan shared, thank you. Cindy shared, thank you very much. Good. Kylie, good morning. Did I say Kylie? Okay, the other two are my subscription clubs that your class is going to include product with a fee. So I will have a Stamp A Stack club in February, and I'll announce what products I'm using by the beginning of February. This is the one from last month. You see it's club members are $35, class members are $37. If you don't want to join the club, you get over $20 in merchandise. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. This is last month's club. I have one packet left. You make 12 cards, 4 designs, 3 of each. This was the Enduring Beauty bundle that we used last month. So if you want that packet, let me know. I'm going to bring it with me on the cruise if not. So get it before they do. And then, hey, Lori, good morning. Liked and shared. Thank you. Yes, I hope y'all like what I did with this bundle. I'll explain when I get to it. And then next, last but not least, there on the 4 monthly classes is Sampler. Includes over 20 in merchandise. You make a 12 by 12 sampler. This is the one from last month. I never really got to show it on the video because I was too busy. I designed it too late and then I had to give it to my helper to cut. I thought it turned out great. I do have one left if anyone wants it. Otherwise, I'm taking it on the cruise. And it looks like this. Again, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss for you so you can see the letters cut back there on the foam sheets. It's all done for you. Well, not all. You do have to stamp it. You need to punch out your little bees, and I have full PDF tutorial with pictures and measurements and everything. Okay, so those two, each club includes over $20 in merchandise. You only pay $35 a month. Shipping is extra. You can add that on. You can join the club now, but class registration will come out later. And after 6 consecutive months of being in club, you get $25 in free merchandise of your choice. But yes, you can quit before 6 months. You can join for 1 month and then cancel your subscription. 2, 3, 4, 5, or I have founding club members who are still members for a couple of years now. So it's up to you. Hey, Pam, good morning in rainy North Carolina. Each class is $37. Sampler and Stamp A Stack, $37. That's non-club member pricing, and it includes over $20 in merchandise. So any other questions, let me know. Pam, thanks for sharing. Cindy, good morning. Xana says, oh, lovely. Wish it was mine. Let's see who said good morning. Jen, Christine, good to see you. Good morning. Okay, next up, the Beautifully Happy Stamp Camp. You can still sign up for this through Monday. Your deadline is Monday. Let me turn this card right side up. Let me see if they're all upside down. They are. This is a stamp camp online, so you'll complete these at home with PDF tutorial. You can get the stamp set free, but I only have a couple left. And then otherwise, if you already own Beautifully Happy, it was Celebration a couple of years ago, you don't need the free stamp set, and that's just on top. We didn't include that in the value or price of the class. It's completely free. So you can select without the stamp set and let someone else get the free set. Anyway, either way, register by Monday. And you're going to make 8 beautiful cards designed by Alejandro Gomez and me. Everything's going to be cut, die cut, punched, and embossed possible, which is going to be everything because there are no dies for this bundle. And you will stamp and assemble at home with the PDF tutorial. It's 8 cards. You get a generous goodie bag of product to complete your projects, like ribbon and embellishments. And yeah, I think you're going to love it. Oh, and you get a half a pack of the this paper. What is it called? Flight and Airy designer paper with the class fee. That is a celebration paper. You get half a pack of that with it as well. So limited supply on the free stamp set. Register now. Link is in the emails I've already sent out. It will also go out at 1 p.m. today. Scroll to the bottom for the link of that 1 p.m. email. So make sure you're joined on my email list. You can join it right now up here on Facebook, down here on YouTube. Debbie, good morning. Let me look at this emoji closer up. Oh, good morning, Sue. Look at Debbie's emoji. That's hilarious. It's like big eye smiley face. Lori, no problem. Rosemary, good morning. Cindy, thanks for sharing. Sue, good morning. And Cindy, good morning. Lots of Cindy's this morning. Okay, so there's that class. In-person retreats, March. People are signing up now. It's like getting close. They're like, okay, I'm going to go. You can join us in March. April McCright and I, who is also my cruise retreat partner, and we will be, anyway, we're excited about cruise. But March 28th, you can join us in Temple, Texas in person for a weekend retreat. You will get 10 or more make and takes using the lavender suite. You will get a goodie bag of $50 or more in product, gifts throughout the weekend, a retreat bag, a bed to sleep in, meals, etc. Or you can take that to go, and that link will come out later. So that is the March retreat in person. Temple, Texas, about an hour away from Austin. So you would fly into Austin, rent a car, and drive to Temple. Cruise. So we're going on the cruise. I'm like reading Cozumel. We're leaving Sunday. We're sailing away Sunday. But if you missed out and you're having FOMO, sign up now for January 26, 2025 on Harmony of the Seas crafting cruise with April McCright and I. We will be posting pictures, by the way. Make sure you join the Simply Spoiled Retreats. I got to remember the name of it. Let me get on Facebook real quick. Simply Spoiled Retreats Facebook group. I'm looking up the name. Yes, it's just called Simply Spoiled Retreats Facebook group. I should have a link to it in YouTube now, and I'll add it in Facebook after this video. To see the pictures. We're going to post pictures, and we're going to ask other people to post pictures. So you should see a lot of pictures from our cruise this week. Anyway, sign up for next year now. Pay it off all year, etc. Seal, good morning in Pennsylvania. Mary Ellen in Montana. Diane, good morning. Julie, good morning. Lori, yes, I am super busy. And bucket list, awesome, Lori. Put it in the savings account. In the whatever, you know what I mean. Start saving those pennies for it. Okay, actually, last but not least, that you can register for now, calling all Stampin' Up demonstrators. If you're going to the Stampin' Up on stage in March in Houston, Texas. Sorry, I almost said Arlington. In Houston, Texas. Or if you just are a demo who lives near Houston, Texas, or is going to be in that area on March 14th, join Alejandro Gomez and I for a fun class. You're going to get breakfast, a 8-card class, a selection of products to complete the class, like a goodie bag, a chance to win tons of prizes, stamping displays for you to get inspiration from, optional card swap, etc. Well, of course, we'll include a PDF tutorial and all that stuff. This is for demonstrators only. And so if you're not a demonstrator, you can join my team right now, and then you can join Stampin' Up's On Stage, which is a 3-day crazy fun convention of all Stampin' Up. It's so fun. A ton of people, whoever can afford it on my team goes, and they all love it, whether they do this as a hobby to get the discount up to people like me who do it as a job. So anyway, but if you're already a demonstrator, you already know all that, and you can join us in Houston. It's on March 14th in the morning before the Stampin' Up event starts. Okay. Link in the email, by the way, 1 o'clock. Okay, coming soon, 2 events, Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. On February 24th, virtual Stamp Camp, Facebook party, tons of fun. I'm hoping to have my link out with my February newsletter. Genevieve already has her link ready in Canada. So if you're Canadian and you want to join us, Genevieve Co. and I, let me know and I'll get you her link. And then I'm doing a Zoom bingo on February 29th. Hoping to have the link ready for you by the beginning of February. In fact, I really should, since it's February 29th. But anyway, it will happen. Okay. Links in 1 o'clock email. Check it out. Specials. Xana says she needs to win the lottery. I know. I can relate to that. Hello, Linda in foggy Idaho. Good Thursday morning. It's also a little foggy here, too. I think for like 3 days in a row, we've had fog here in Texas, or my part of Texas as well. It's crazy. Okay, so y'all know specials. Y'all know, let me see. Yes, specials. The end of the event specials. This is for so I can timestamp the video later. Y'all know about Celebration. If you don't, Celebration is Stampin' Up's biggest sale of the year. We do it every January, and we give you a free gift with every $50 or $100 spent. No limit. I have a little basket here, or I don't know what it is. This container. I have my sign for my in-person events, free with purchase through February 29th, 2024. 50 or 100, no limit. So there's tons of gifts to choose from, no limit. You can pick multiples of the paper, multiples of anything, accessory, stamp sets, whatever. It's just with each $50 and $100 spent every time. So if you spend 50 today, you get it. You spend 100 tomorrow, you get it. You keep picking the same Flight and Airy paper because you love it, you get it. Unless we run out, while supplies last. So we have free with $50 purchase this Pool Party Grosgrain like crinkled ribbon. I'm going to use that today. You have free with 50 these really pretty faceted, opaque faceted gems. A free with $100 bundle. Grab all the pieces. It is a stamp set and a gorgeous embossing folder. The stamp set is gorgeous too. I have samples from it from a team event I just did. I might go try to grab them. I forgot and threw them on another table. Free with 50. Awesome word stamps. Free with 50. Watercolor melon. Awesome. Free with 50. Jungle Pals stamp set. Free with 100 Jungle Pals dies, which are amazing because they have all these leaves and trees and greenery. You can make a whole jungle. Free with 100, the detailed dogwood stamp set. Free with 50, Cradled in Love. And then the papers. So I'll just show these samplings here. They're all free with 50, all 12 by 12, softly stippled. There is a stamp set that matches that in the catalog. Sunny Days. I'm like, there's a hair. Sunny Days. I'm using this one today. Okay, on the cart. So I'll bring it back out when I do those. Flight and Airy. This is a really, well, I think it's really popular because it's so pretty. That's the one we're using in the Beautifully Happy class. It's just beautiful paper. By the way, these will not come back. Someone just asked me that recently, and I haven't replied to your email yet due to busy, but I'm going to, obviously. None of this is supposed to come back from what they've told us. And knock on wood, in my memory, they've never brought a designer paper back from Celebration. The only thing they sometimes bring back historically, I don't have a crystal ball, is sometimes dies or what is it? Embossing folders. But I doubt they'll bring those jungle dies back because then they'd have to have the matching stamp set with the exact animals. So I doubt it. But anyway, I'm just telling y'all historically what's up. Yay! Cindy just registered for Beautifully Happy. Thank you, Cindy. Trusty Tools, designer paper, and last but not least, of course, my favorite, the most adored specialty paper. That's a $16.50 paper for free with a $50 purchase. And like I said, they're all 12 by 12. Okay, so make sure you check it out and get what you want. It ends February 29th, but the things that we don't make in the U.S. can run out before February 29th. So consider it while supplies last. We do make our own stamps, so I do not think those will sell out, but who knows. Okay, so that's Celebration. All of those items obviously are pictured in this book. And then there's a kit special I'll tell you about when I point the camera down, and a host special. With a $300 order or party, you get an additional $30 in free merchandise. So if you want more info on how that works and how you can maximize it, just let me know. Now, during Celebration, it's January 4th through February 29th. I have a special offer for you guys to reward you for, shopping with me, taking my classes, etc. You do have to make sure you register that you earned it after you've earned it. And so I know it's still early, but I just looked today and 2 people have registered. So just make sure after you've earned it, you go click the link, which is in the emails and on the blog. Just go to stamptherapist.com and you'll find it. And tell me you earned it. Okay, so during Celebration, January 4th through February 29th, you can earn a free event from me that will happen on March 7th on Zoom. So if you can't attend the Zoom, you'll still get the gifts from me as long as you do all your registrations properly. You're going to get 4 projects, a gift from me, and get to play games with a chance to win prizes. You have to fill out the survey to qualify to get the invitation. And please note, I'll mail class kits March 12th, blah, 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 all the details. 3 ways to earn. 1 is place orders of $150 or more total during Celebration, January 4th through February 29th. 2, another option is to host an online or in-person party of $150 or more with me during Celebration. Hint, you are the host and you can earn free merchandise. And the 3rd way is to take 5 qualifying classes from me during Celebration. And then I've listed what those are. Stamp-a-Stack. There's 1 in January, 1 in February. Sampler. And club members count. So if you join the club, that counts. New catalog kickoff. Already passed. Did you take it? Check your box off. You can print this tracker on my blog or the email. Paper share. If you took that, check it off. Get ready for Stamp Camp Get ready for Spring Stamp Camp with Jen. Link coming soon. Check it off. And Mega Cruise Retreat in a Box. That one passed, but if you took it, check it off. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, just let me know. And then I have an ordering special, which I'll tell you about. So I think I'm going to go ahead and point the camera down. Let me check these comments. Linda's going to save and catch up in a few minutes. Okay, let's point the camera down. Speaking of Linda, that actual Linda that just commented, she sent me this adorable card with, check this, I think. Oh yeah, it was inside the small envelope, inside the big envelope with some money. And just look how cute, like it's a treat holder, but used more as a card just to send a sentiment. So super cute. Thank you, Linda. Put it with my collection of cards people have sent me. And then, of course, I have my glass mat studio here to show you guys how you can get this free with this starter kit during Celebration. So through the end, of Okay, whatever. February. So the starter kit, yes, it joins you up as a demonstrator. So you, no obligation, nothing bad, nothing scary, but you can start getting a discount on your own purchases. You can start taking, seeing like February 1st, we get to see every single new online exclusive and order them before customers. So we get perks like ordering early with our discount. We get host benefits with all of our orders. We get all customer, like every time I spend $50 or $100, I get a celebration. Every time I have a $300 or more order, I get additional $30. So we, as demonstrators, get the customer perks as well. So you take advantage of all that and maximize your spending even better. Or you can just get the starter kit because you want the Glass Mat Studio for free, and it's not going to be sold in the future. So it's $99 plus tax, free shipping. You pick $125 in any merchandise you want, and you can select to get this Glass Mat Studio free, which comes with the glass mat, the silicone, I don't know what this is called, tray, but anyway, this silicone mat thing that you can move it around anywhere you want on the tray, and I'm pressing really hard and it doesn't shift, so it'll stay put. And then it also comes with the chamois, which I have a paper towel in there just to keep the chamois from drying out quickly because it's really thin, like a rag, like a wash rag. But it will clean pretty much anything off of here. This is Sharpie, so we'll just use hand sanitizer to take that off, or Stays On Cleaner. And yeah, that's it. That's the Glass Mat Studio. It's a $60 value, which is literally what I paid for this one. I don't like to see the paper towel. I just like to keep it in there because it does keep it wet longer. $60 value, free, pay $99, get $125 in merchandise or less. But if you don't want the Glass Mat Studio, we have a special for you as well. It is an additional $30, so $155 for $99. You also always get a free past paper pumpkin kit included, so that ups the value even more. It's an incredible value and a way to get this exclusive item. So any questions, let me know. I can help you out. I'm going to move. I don't like to keep that rubber thing on here because I need all the space I can. Let me show you my online ordering special, and then we'll get started with these projects. So in the month of January 2024, if you place an online order with me of $25 or more, you will get a class packet mailed to you in February to make these 4 cards. We cut, die cut, punch, emboss everything possible. We're going to emboss the background here. We're going to die cut this, die cut this. We're not going to cut out your tools for you. We'll send you some tools, kind of like something like that, for you to cut out yourself if they're designer paper. I already made these cards on a video, so you can go watch that to see what I mean. Anyway, but we'll die cut all these tools out for you. We'll die cut the grit, the pegboard, the label, cut the designer paper, etc. Then you'll have the video to complete the cards with, but I also will send a PDF tutorial about a week after I mail you the packet. Okay, $50 or more, you're also going to get the cork adhesive back cork rounds for free. So that's with 50. So 50 is the class packet and the cork rounds. And you do have to use the host code. Why would the kits be sent on March 12th? Sue, because I'm too busy. So that's a disclaimer. We'll have the party. It'll kind of be like this. I'll make the cards and then I'll mail you the packet after I've already shown you how to make the cards. It's literally do it that way. She's talking about my free celebration event. Or I couldn't do it because I had too many events leading up to March 7th to be able to have these cut and mail on time. I hope that makes sense. So that's just limits on me and Landa mainly physically being able to cut everything in time. So hopefully that makes sense, Sue. Shirley, good morning. Thank you, Linda. She says, love the cards. Okay, so yeah, I was going to grab the host code for y'all, and then I saw I would need to answer stuff. There's the host code. It ends January 31st. And again, $25 or more gets you the I'm looking for my graphics. Sorry. $25 or more gets you the class packet. 50 or more also gets you, I still forgot to correct this, the adhesive back cork rounds. If you do place an order of 150 or more, don't use the host code. I'm still going to give you those gifts. So hopefully that all makes sense. Thank you, Sue. She's like, this is not adding up. Who did I just see? Carmen. Good morning to you, Carmen. Good to see you here. Okay, so now let's look at the Hooray for Surprises bundle. So has anyone used this yet? Or even purchased it yet? This is in the mini catalog on, I don't know what page it's on, but I will look. Page 13. I love the index in the back of the mini catalog, by the way. So right there, page 13, you get if you purchase the bundle, you get dies and a stamp set. And they make these little pull away things. So I'm going to show you how I did it today, which I pretty much don't know if that's how the instructions are, but as far as I know, there are not instructions. Maybe there are somewhere. So anyway, that is the bundle I'm using on page 13. Okay. So this is a 16 stamps set of photopolymer stamps. We have, it's kind of all occasion. So there's a large heart that is the height here, about almost 2 inches tall. So yeah, let me see if it's actual size on the front. Almost 2 inches tall. And the images on the front of the case here are just a slightly smaller than the real size. Okay, so what it is a big solid heart with little polka dots etched out of it, so there won't be color there when you stamp it, and 3 tulips etched out of it. So it's no coloring needed, just stamp it, it'll look cute. Then there's a large flower with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 petals on it that kind of come to a point. And then the center of the flower is decorative. It's like it's a solid image, and then there's little etched out, almost like little flowers. Sorry, pay attention, around the outer edge of the center of the flower, and then dots in the middle. So it's just real artistic. Again, almost 2 inches. There's a little 2-tier birthday cake on a platter. Again, no need to color it in. You have some etched out stripes on the bottom layer, etched out dots on the top layer. A birthday candle. Now, there's no candle. There's no die for the candle. I'll tell you which dies there are for, but not for these little ones. So there's a solid birthday candle with stripes on it, a flame with lines coming out the sides to create light, solid flame stamp, a solid, just tiny little heart, a small kind of daisy-like flower. I think there's 6 petals on here, and it is outlined, but I mean, it's tiny. I wouldn't color it in, but you could. Okay, then we have the greetings. Hooray, can't wait to see you. Make a wish. You're the best. You are simply amazing. Hope your birthday is wonderful. Sending you lots of love. And then we have open here, pull, and for you. It's all straight fonts, but there's some mixed larger straight fonts. It's kind of a cute handwritten typewriter style. Okay, so that's the stamp set. The dies, you can die cut out the heart, the large flower, and the cake. And then pretty much all the other dies are standalone. So there is a heart 2 circles and a long, I guess, rectangle, 4 1/4 inch long, that are the pull away dies. So they cut it, but they leave little sections attached so that you can pop these off of your card. And I'm going to use the heart and this long one today. So the long one is 4 1/2 inches long. It's about a 1/2 inch tall. It's scalloped on top and bottom, and then one end is a tab. And then the circles, you have about a 2 3/8 inch circle and a 2-inch-ish circle, and they both have a tab on one side, just a little rounded pop out, like a half circle. And again, when you cut these, it will stay attached in about 4 areas on the card. And then the heart is the same deal. It's going to stay attached in about 4 areas. I believe it's the same exact size as this heart. It is, as the solid one that you can cut out, but it's the pull away one. Okay, then there's a flower, a leaf. Oh, you know what? I lied. You can die cut out the one small flower there. Right there, the small flower that's outlined, there is a die for that. Then this other 4 standalones are a flower, a leaf, real detailed, a V-shaped set of vines or leaves. And then last but not least, this one here, which I have not used yet, but it is to be combined with I guess you combine it with either of these dies, the solid heart dies, and it cuts out a polka dot heart, basically, except it doesn't cut it out. It just cuts the holes. So if you want to cut it out, you need to do both at one time. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm being blah. Okay, let's get started on the cards. Oops, I forgot about that. And of course, I don't remember where anything went now. Okay, so card one is actually, I'm not doing the pull-aways on this one. I only did 2. Yay, Sue. She says, I think it's super cute. Haven't used it, Brenda. Awesome. Sue has purchased it. Yes, awesome. Thank you. Who said love these cards? Cindy, thank you so much. Lori, good morning. And Jennifer, good morning. Okay, so we have our card base. It is Flirty Flamingo, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. So you take your 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock and cut it in half. Glass Mat Studio is going to be great for working on for stamping. Obviously, doing this. Here's the cat. Folding, etc. I'm going to fold this in half with a bone folder. Heat embossing. These lines are printed under, so they're not going to rub off. It's tempered glass, so it won't like break into big chunks and cut you, etc. Okay, I'm going to fold the front back of this card all the way to the left in half and just make a Z fold card. So real simple. I'm using let me grab my thing. I said this already, but the designer paper I'll use on all 4 cards is the Sunny Days designer paper from Celebration, free with a $50 purchase. And this is one side, this is the other side as you look at these. And so on this card, I'm using this pattern here. It's a petal pink sort of rectangle gingham, sort of. This cat, y'all, I had a feeling she was going to be this way today. I think she might know I'm going out of town. Anyway, that's the designer paper I'm using. As you can see on the back is the Poppy Parade with flowers on it. Okay, so that piece is, well, actually, I will have all the measurements on my blog, 11 a.m. Central. I'm pointing, not trying to pitch you. Right there, stamptherapist.com at 11 a.m. Central. But this piece is to go on the front left flap. So it's 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And those measurements will be on the blog, 11 a.m. Central. Okay. Then I have a piece of white to go inside like usual when I do these kind of cards. A nice stamp bundle that can be used for many occasions. Yes, exactly, Linda. I have a scrap of white here for one of the flowers, but I've already pre-stamped the other flowers, so you would need more white scraps. And then I have pre-die cut a Flirty Flamingo Radiating Stitches dies. Sorry, I don't want her tail swiping this whole thing the whole time. I'm gonna grab these dies. Radiating Stitches. They're online only, and technically they're while supplies last. So if you don't have these, hey Shirley, thanks for sharing. Dies, you got to get them. They're amazing. They have these 3 awesome frames that also can nest inside each other, and you can cut them out at the same time and actually make frames and all that. And then a heart and 2 circles. Anyway, so that is the second from the largest Radiating Stitches dies in Flirty Flamingo. And then I have a piece of white to go inside that frame. This card is portrait, by the way. And that is embossed with the Cane Weave embossing folder. Yes, Brittany. She's sassy this morning. Yeah, that's the word. Here's the Cane Weave embossing folder in the annual catalog. Annual. Okay, so what I'm going to stamp on this card, I'm going to stamp on this white rectangle that goes inside the card, and then, of course, on the scrap here. I don't know what Brittany did. Okay, so where are my stamps? I need Flirty Flamingo ink. I think that's, yes. So the flowers that I pre-stamped are Petal Pink. And then I'm going to do the Flirty Flamingo one now. And I'm going to have this card say, you're the best. So you're the is on above and in like capital Y, lowercase letters. And then best is all caps below it. And again, it's like a, what's the word I'm looking for? A typewriter font that's handwritten in a kind of thick paper. Okay. Notice there's a black dot on my flower. I put that there with a Sharpie on the back side of the stamp right here, like not the side you stamp on, as a marking. And I just randomly picked one. And then because I thought this would be easy to align and it wasn't. And I was flipping this die to align it with the flowers. I don't know how many times more than you would think would be necessary. And it was difficult to align. And then I was like, maybe that was just the first time. Second time, same thing. So I marked a random petal and then I stamped it on my paper, my scratch paper, Flirty Flamingo ink in this case. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. Nice and firm. Hard table, hard glass, or foam mat. Anyway, and then I marked that is the petal, and then I turned and figured this out. And then you can't mark these with a Sharpie. You can, but it rubs off after like 2 uses. It rubs off. Ask Landa. But I have this awesome thing that Karen Bray told me about a long time ago, an engraver off of Amazon. I have it in my Amazon store if you need one. And we actually got it so I got it, but her suggestion. So I could actually label my dies as mine because I loan my helpers dies all the time so they can have double. So anyway, to be honest, I still haven't done that yet. But you just push this button. It's a battery in there. And it's pretty easy to use, actually. So what I did was just made a dot to mark the top. But then I did take a Sharpie because I figured the Sharpie would go down in the piece that I had etched out and stay in there. It's when it's on top of this silver, it just rubs off. Okay, so now I should never not know how to align this, but you have to mark your paper because as soon as you get over there and you forget which direction you quote unquote stamped it as the top, you're out of luck. It's pointless. You have to mark your paper. So I hope that all makes sense. Could you use the engraver to mark your blocks? Yes, but I would practice. I'm not good. Like I have ugly handwriting and all that. And it kind of, when it hits, it can jump because it's spinning. Sue. So it just depends on how, if you care. Let me show you this. If you care, if you mess up, but like, look at the, like, you might be an artist and you can do all this kind of stuff with it. I'm not. See, this would be mine. That's how mine would look. But so it tells you metal, glass, wood, ceramics, plastic, hardness material. It comes with attachments, so it can do all kinds of stuff. So definitely check it out. And like I said, it's in my Amazon store, which is at stamptherapist.com, and then click the word Amazon links at the top. For the wood, for glass, for metal. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And I've done I did one like this for the cruise with a sun, the sun image from Sunny Skies or something is, I forgot what it's called, Bright Skies, is hard to align as well. Okay, I'm going to take this flower now and stamp it on the two corners of this basic white that's going to go inside the card. So I did use the glass mat as scratch paper. And I'm stamping off the edges, top right, bottom left. But when you use this as scratch paper, yeah, y'all can see that ink there. It's going to rub off. It's going to come off on your hand or your other projects, you know, other paper. So clean it up immediately. Don't let that sit there unless you don't care. If you flip this over to put glue and you get pink everywhere. Okay, so then my greeting is just going to go in the inside here on this white, sort of toward the top center. You're the best. Flirty flamingo. Everything's flirty because I already stamped 3 flowers in petal. That was just to save time for the video. Okay, so let me cut out this flower now. Let me see. Yes, we're good. Die cut machine. Got my clean plate for the top that I don't cut on. Cut up plate for the bottom. Real quick and easy to align because I made the mark. Sorry. It is real quick and easy, but my border was terrible. You got to look, obviously, and make sure you have the same equal border all the way around. Okay, and then there you go. Super cool. And then you can put this together. So again, this is just like a regular card, by the way, with these, with the stamp set and bundle. It's not a pull away card. And I'm trying to think, can't remember if I need anything else. Let me attach the designer pick first. I actually made this card last when I was designing. So I was like, you know what? 2 is enough for the video because I was in a rush designing this because this week, many things to do. I have a team incentive tonight. We'll be stamping together on Zoom. I need to try on clothes to see what I'm bringing with me to this cruise. Oh, and so I attached that You're the Best with the flowers on the inside. Anyway, I'm busy, so I was like, yeah, 2 is good on the pull-aways or interactive cards or whatever we want to call it. I put a little extra more adhesive than I usually do on the back of this cane weave white embossed piece because it's a thick embossing, and then attach that to the Flirty Flamingo. And then I'm going to attach the petal pink flowers flat to this piece and Flirty Flamingo with Stampin' Dimensionals. And I do have some twine I'm going to put on here. And I don't know, well, I was going to say, I don't know about y'all. I'm just putting the flowers like one top left, one to the right, and one bottom left. And they're hanging off the edges a little bit. when I'm designing, first of all, like if there's a whole suite of products, I'll usually just pull all that out, the ribbon, the embellishment, the designer paper, whatever. Otherwise, like in this case, it's not a suite. I decided I was going to use this designer paper, so I was working with that. And then when I made each card, I was like, what ribbon would look good? So I just opened my ribbon thing and look. And I completely didn't realize, it's like I knew, but I didn't think about it, that there's a Flirty Flamingo Baker's Twine in the mini catalog. It's called Baker's Twine 3-color combo pack. I think it might be with the hot air balloon stuff. But I don't know. I just didn't think about the fact that there was that color. So I actually tried white and a crumb cake because I'm out of linen thread right now. Page 33. And then I was like, let me open the drawers and see. And there it was. And I was like, oh. So Flirty Flamingo Baker's Twine right there. Also Lemon Lolly and Balmy Blue. Anyway, okay, so I put 3 Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this flower, and I'm just going to put it in that middle section to cover up where the 3 met. And then this will go on the front here of the card like this, like centered. And so we only attach it to the front left flap. So let me flip it upside down, top to bottom. I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals. And I just put it back in the center so that I can visually see where that line is of where to put the dimensionals so that they don't go over too far to the right and what do you call it? Close the card down, like glue it shut. My fingernails are super short right now. I just trimmed them. They were looking terrible because the dry weather or the cold weather is making my skin all dry and everything just looked terrible. I trimmed them as short as I could to make them look better. Hey Donna, no problem. Okay, so that's how it opens. And then let's add a bow and some embellishments and we will be good. So I'm just going to make a double bow with this Baker's Twine. So fold it in half on top of itself. Baker's Twine, I just tie a regular bow like tying shoelaces. And this is just 2 strings instead of 1. So pretty simple to make it double. And then I will trim all of these tails approximately the same. Mini glue dot. And that will just go down there in that bottom right hand area to fill that up. And then for embellishments, I used these iridescent foil gems from the mini catalog. So they're like clear with almost like a gold or champagne glitter inside. So some of them are, I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, some of them look more clear and some have more glitter. I'm sure because how it got, or when you mix that up, basically, the glitter distributes differently. Grandma, take your pick tool. And I'm just going to use 3 small ones up here in the top right of the cane weave embossed piece. I don't know if y'all can hear my stomach, but it is making a lot of noise today. Okay, there we go. That is the card number 1. Card one. Thank you, Donna. There's my lid. Martha, good morning. Donna, thanks for sharing. Love the card and colors. Thank you, Sherry. Thanks, Cindy. Valley Chick, good morning. As a reminder, if anyone just joined and you want a chance to win these cards that I'm going to make today, all 3 of them, please just make a comment. It can be on replay. It can be on YouTube. It can be on Facebook. It can be on YouTube comments down in the bottom. All that counts. Okay, so that is card number 1. Here's the original. Pretty much the same. Card 1. Okay, now we're going to get into the fun part. I don't know where to put stuff. Okay, card number 2. Card 2. Here's my pieces. So we have a Poppy Parade card base, 5.5 by 8.5, just half sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and we'll fold it in half with the bone folder and then set it aside. This will be a landscape direction card. And then to go inside this, to go on the front, I have a piece of the Sunny Days free with $50 purchase, no limit, spend 100, get 2, and so on, designer paper. And it is the design it's pool party on the back, but this side is white with pool party diagonal, or maybe they're gray. I'm not sure. There's little tiny gray, tiny pinstripes going diagonally. And then it has cherries all over it, just small cherries. Some are 2, some are 1 in Poppy Parade and Shaded Spruce. So that's our background on this card. And our main focal piece is a rectangle of basic white. It is long enough for this long pull away die. The height just depends on your design, but I needed it to be long enough. So it's a little bit longer. It's like about 5 inches long, but I put the exact measurements on the blog. And then I have a scrap to stamp some birthday cakes on. I have a label die for my greeting, and it is a scalloped rectangle from these dies right here. Mini pocket envelope dies. They're only found in the online store. There's the rectangle. Mini pocket envelope dies. They have some really great, there's like a small pierced oval and that rectangle. They are great labels for certain sizes because it's a much smaller, it's like a 1 by 2 inch label, and it's a small scallop. Okay, then I have the scrap there. The last piece I have is a rectangle. This is a specific size, 1 inch by 4 3/4. I guess the size, as long as it's a little bigger than this. I'm trying to remember. There is a reason I need it to be this size. Oh, yeah. Because I needed the same size as this template I made. I'm like, there is a reason. I had to remember what I did. So I made a template, and I turn it the right direction. I cut this out. So I know where to stamp. So I need this piece to be the exact same size, and I'm going to explain all this as I go. So the first thing I need to do, though, is die cut this pull away piece out of this white rectangle. It's going to go along the bottom, a little bit up from the bottom, actually higher than that on my other card, right about there. But this is just design wise, like just put it in there wherever you want. So let me cut that. I feel like there's a name for these kind of cards, and I feel like they used to be popular, like maybe in the 80s, where you pull and reveal, or it's like a pull tab, I guess, like gambling or whatever. Maybe they call it a pull tab card. I don't know. You could put a prize under there, maybe, or a surprise, like you could handwrite, "We're going to Disney" or something. I don't know. Yeah, Janet. So it's an interactive element. You'll see when I finish the card. Okay, so there. See how it looks. See how it's connected only in a few spots, key spots. And so I could take this and, like a pull tab, pull it off. It's going to be fun. Okay, so now where in the world do you stamp? How do you know where to put a greeting? How? This is how. I made this template, this exact size of this template, so I can lay this on top. But that's part 1, to stamp that there, or part 2, I don't know which. The other part is I'm going to take this template, very important that it's the same exact template that I'm using for both. And I'm going to mark on the back the corners. It does not matter if I mark onto this template. I'm just using a pen. Use whatever you want. Put it the right direction. And then after I stamp this, that's where I will glue this. And I'm going to stamp it according to this template. So if this is a little crooked, stamp it a little crooked. Everybody with me? We're going to put inside there the grading that fits inside there from the stamp set. You are simply amazing. And I need Poppy Parade ink. Keep getting, as usual lately with the weather, hot and cold in here. So if you hear my little heater turn on, I turned on my little heater. Stack these again. Hope for the best. You are simply amazing. I'm just going to try to center this. So that's how I stamped it. It's, hold on, slightly crooked. So you can fix it if you care. Like if that bothers you, I should say. It doesn't bother me. We're going to go with it. Well, I'll try to fix it a little bit because this is the card I'm giving away. But we don't have to be perfect. Yeah, everybody please remember that when you're stamping. You don't have to be perfect. It is better though. So that'll be the side we use. Okay. Now, before I glue anything to this, I want to stamp the word pull, P-U-L-L, on the tab. Poppy Parade. Now, how I will attach this is I'm going to add adhesive around this die cut opening in the back. Make sure it's going the correct direction and put it within the guide I drew on here. I feel like once you've made one, it's simple. It's really not difficult to use the template and do that. Yay, Janet. Yes, Martha, exactly. She said, this process is easier than it sounds. You need lots of words to explain it. That's it. Like, that's it. Now, I am going to pull it off of my other sample I made because, like, that's the problem. You can't test it or see anything unless you peel it away. That's the issue. Okay, so let's make the rest of the card. I do not know. Don't ask me why I didn't pre-die cut these birthday cakes. No clue. Sometimes I think ahead properly and sometimes I don't. So there's that. This card is going to say, hope your birthday is wonderful. And then when they peel that away, what does it say? You are amazing. Hope your birthday is wonderful. You are amazing. Poppy Parade. Everything's poppy on this card. I think I also didn't pre-die cut on one image on the next card also. Whatever. Okay, so I'm going to loosely cut these cakes apart because I don't want to run them all through the folder at the same time when I'm only cutting one and have it like have the die cut machine put. Now I'm going to save this and put it with my dies, by the way. In fact, I think I'll put it in a clear envelope to protect it. Save it that way. If I die cut a cake and all these other ones are exposed here, junk from the plates can transfer onto them easier. So I'm just going to cut these real fast. Let me, like, Just do it. That's what the cake looks like. See how it is? You don't need to color it in. There is a candle. I didn't want to hand cut out the candle. So to be honest, I used the element, you know, the pull away element. And I think I designed cute cards ish, but I did not add candles and go crazy. Like, it could be better. It could be more embellished is what I'm trying to say. So I could have stamped the candles, but I would have had to hand cut them out. Why didn't y'all make a die for that? Anyway, so we're just doing cakes. Just cakes. There is a cute candle and a flame in this set. Susan says, please send me the number of the label dies you are using. You mean label dies? Are you talking about Are you talking about this, Susan? This. If so, that's Hooray for Surprises on page 13. 162858. However, the frames, that's what I thought you were saying. Radiating stitches 161595. 161595. That is radiating stitches dies. These. Okay, so we have all our pieces. I'm going to use a ribbon, some ribbon. This is actually Sweet Sorbet, but considering that I mix up Sweet Sorbet and Poppy Parade all the time, I think it'll be fine. I'm going to get a length of ribbon to go behind this greeting. I'm just folding it back and forth. The label is only 1 inch tall, so doing my little trick where I use less ribbon is a little bit of trouble on a small thing. So I'm just going to use a big piece. But anyway, this is the, where am I? Oh, aha. This is the Sweet Sorbet bordered ribbon. It's up in the front of the catalog with this Be My Valentine's stuff. But you can just get the ribbon, obviously. And it's about a 1/4 inch wide, and it's super pretty. And it goes great with Poppy Parade. There is a difference between Sorbet and Poppy. I like Poppy better. It's a really gorgeous red. This is Poppy. But anyway. Okay, so this card now, pretty simple to put together. You don't need to do anything special with this. Now, this is covered up. You can just put adhesive, glue it down. Like, it doesn't need to be protected. You can put it on dimensionals or not. Like, I don't think any of that would hurt anything, but I'm not going to put it on dimensionals. I'm going to put it on the card flat. So there's my designer paper, adhesive. Only thing is, I guess you want enough adhesive so that when you pull, it doesn't pull your whole piece off your card. I'm just going to center that white rectangle on the card front. And honestly, I just made it shorter so the designer paper would show more. I'm going to do Stampin' Dimensionals on each cake. Let's see how we're doing. Janet, you missed it? I can't remember. It might have been when I don't remember, honestly. But there was something where I was like, those are pullaways. I don't remember if someone else was showing it, like saying it, because I haven't seen a demo of it at all. But I just remember I didn't notice it at first, and then I saw that they were pullaways for some reason, and was like, ooh, that's got to get on my list. But I did order it later. Okay, so I just folded a length of, well, I'll tell you how long it is. I folded 8 1/2 inches of Sweet Sorbet ribbon back and forth. And then I put adhesive on the back of the greeting, and I'm just going to do this from the front so I can see if it looks cute or not. Just stick that ribbon to the back. And then I'll add Stampin' Dimensionals. Thank you. Let me see. Cindy, thank you. I know, it's going to be so fun. I can't wait to peel it. What the heck? Short fingernails are really a lot. Or not a lot. Always make sure you kind of secure your ribbon down. If you do this and you're using dimensionals, put a dimensional on top of the ribbon to help it stay in place. What is it? I'm doing good. Okay, so my greeting I'm going to put on first. Sheesh, I forgot I peeled those off. Up here on the top right in the white section. And then just 3 cakes over here on the left, kind of a little pattern kind of thing. Not perfectly, you know, it's not a symmetrical thing. Just 3 cakes kind of overlapping each other, however you want to put them. That is it. That's the completed card. So here's the one I made already. Y'all want me to peel it back? You want me to pull? Say if you do. I literally don't have a picture of it open because I didn't have time to be making a third card to be, you know, like nobody has time for that. Let me know if you want me to peel it. Clean up. Yes, go for it. I'm kind of scared. Okay, so I'm going to do the one I originally made. This will be the one for the prize. If you win, you'll get this card unpulled. And I'm going to try to leave it attached at the end so I can take a picture. Okay, so they just lift this up. Get off my screen. Let me do this. They might be holding it in their hand like this or something, but anyway. And they're like, oh, I'm amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks, Kylie. Thanks, Brenda. And of course, I think pull it all the way off, but I want to leave this attached so I can take a picture and put it on my blog. But you would just peel that, the person would peel it away and throw it in the trash probably. Y'all know how they are with our cards. So that's how it worked with my pattern I gave you. Not pattern, but you know what I mean? The thing I gave you. That's how it worked. Again, I haven't seen how anyone else has done it, so I have no clue if that's wrong or right, or if there's an easier way. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I realize how crooked this is. Okay, I'm going to make another one. Let me put this in the prize pile. I'm going to make another one with the heart. So I won't have to go as slow with my explanation of my template, but I do have a template for the heart as well. I also have another amazing Poppy Parade card base. And I'm going to add, hopefully I won't forget, I'm going to add something to this one that I didn't do on my first card, first sample down here. Okay, Poppy Parade card base. Lori says that's unique. Yes. I love it, Janet. She's like, how did I miss this? I love interactive cards. And by the way, side note, well, really, I think with all 3 of these, all 4 technically, 2 circles, the one I just did, the long skinny, and the heart, doesn't have to be combined with this stamp set. You can put any words and images under all 4 of them, I think, that you want. Okay, so this will be a landscape card, Poppy Parade, folded in half. The base is actually the same exact paper, not the base, the next layer, same exact paper as the last card, but the pool party side that has diagonal broken lines, white diagonal lines that are broken, and they're just pinpoint size. So that's the base or whatever. Y'all know what I mean. Then I have a layer to go across the card just for, you know, design interest of our white. This is the textured 12 by 12 shimmer. I was going to forget the exact name. I'll just pull it out. It's a textured 12 by 12 shimmer something. Yeah, that's what it's called. Textured 12 by 12 shimmer paper. And it comes in white. One pack has white, shaded spruce, and balmy blue. So that's what that is. So that is a strip to go across the center. And then on top of that strip is a strip of the first designer paper I used that has petal pink gingham on one side and poppy parade with light poppy flowers on the back side. That's going to just go across the middle. And then we have the heart pieces. So my template for this one is, let me measure it, where I die cut out the heart from it. There's my ruler. Can't see. Can't see. I did discover one thing about the Glass Mat Studio. Stuff can slide under it. Like your whole sheet of dimensionals can slide under it. Like, let me, there's plenty of room for it to slide under there and be hidden. FYI. So I was thinking maybe my ruler slid under there, but it's not. Grab a different one. So yeah, FYI, don't, just watch out for that. Okay, this is 2 3/8. I'm gonna write it down. Maybe, gosh, did I lose everything? I had a pen over here too. Here it is, here it is. On the pen, not the ruler. 2 3/8 by 2 5/8. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I put that on the blog, but I'll have to check. Okay, see, it says JC Key. I got to remind myself of this stuff. And then, oh yeah, here's the piece that I'm going to stamp on. Okay, so it's same as before. Here is and the size of this doesn't matter with this template. It doesn't matter, but for this card, it's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So this is a piece of Poppy Parade where I die cut the heart pull away piece. And so again, you can see how it's barely attached. This, what are these for? One is a scrap. Oh, one is to go behind the poppy. It's a 3 by 3 basic white. And I just made this one the same size so I wouldn't get them confused. It's a scrap for me to stamp the heart on and die cut it out. And then I had to figure out a way to make this pull tab bigger on this heart because of how I designed it. So I just cut off, or I die cut a little portion of the one we just used, the pull tab thing. It's just about 1 3/4 inches of it, but it could be even less. You'll see. And I'm going to use that as a pull tab here. So you'll see that. Hope that makes sense. Okay, stamping. Oh yeah, I was like, I have to remember what I even stamped because you cannot see it on my sample. Okay, so first of all, this heart is the large solid heart that has etched out images of dots and basically tulips, 3 tulips, Poppy Parade ink. I'll die cut that out. Then I'm going to mark on the back. So I have the Poppy Parade where I die cut the heart that's still attached there. And I'm going to mark where I'm going to glue down the piece I stamp on. I'm cutting it as close as possible here. Look at that. So that's where I will glue that down. And then this is how I will stamp on it with this template. I'm going to add sending you lots of love right in the middle. If you wanted this heart, by the way, you could die cut it out and then use this as your placement for where to glue it back on if you wanted that to be revealed when they pull this off. I don't think you could stamp the heart very well perfectly. I just don't think you could, but you could try. Just because this border, you'd probably catch an edge. Anyway, and then that is gonna be like a lot of blank space. So I'm just gonna take the small heart that comes with the stamp set, a small solid heart. Like when I say small, it's like a 1/4 inch heart. And just put lots of hearts around, kind of floating up. I think I stamped this one lower than my original, maybe. So I need more there, and I'll put maybe 1 or 2 down here, bottom left. You could do a splatter. I don't know. There's different things you could do. But this is basically what they're going to see when they peel that off. That's the area they're going to see behind this heart. Okay, I think I just need to die cut this out, and then I do need to stamp pull. So I want the word pull again here. And just to remind you, it also has the words open here, open here. So I think those can be good for other cards. Like we used to make, we just did it on our own to make interactive things. So now we have little stamps that say those words, and it's very small, the word pull. Okay, so about the mat, when I use it, I miss detailed measurements of the grid paper. I do notice that some, but then, so for me, I just get out my ruler. I can see that. I'm not saying anything about that, like bad. I'm just saying I never used it that way, the grid paper. So, I always have a ruler nearby, so yeah, but that does affect you, definitely. Okay, let me just die cut this heart real quick so we can put it together. I get it. Yeah, that's why I went for my ruler, Sue, a minute ago. Because I was like, I want to be exact with this 3/8 of an inch or whatever. Okay, so make sure you die cut out the heart with the solid heart, not the tab one. Full tab, whatever. The cat's making cards too. That's right. I don't even know where she went. I guess she got mad because she's not in the chair today or after. There's that. Nice white border. Okay, so first of all, let me just put this on here. I need to put adhesive on the back of the Poppy Parade that has the pull away heart die cut on it, but only on the outer edges, nothing on the actual heart. And then I need to align this white paper with the pin markings I made. So it might look crooked from the back, but that does not matter. And then I'm going to place this heart, this stamped heart, on top of the pull tab. And so if you want them to know what's going on and see this and say the word pull, like if you need extra like I do, that tab is very small. It still works. You can still peel it off, but I'm going to add this where I die cut the little pull tab thing. I'm going to add it here between that and the heart. So I will add adhesive on the back, not on the pull section, but the other where I made it longer. And my original one, I actually put it too far to the right. And so you could see these little edges, just how the design is cut. And so bring it back to the left a little bit more and test it before you glue down the heart. Just make sure it's how you want it. And then I'm going to place this heart on here with Stampin' Dimensionals. But I want to make sure the dimensionals overlap on this area. They touch this white pull piece and the red cardstock so that when the person pulls on it, everything comes up and this doesn't just break away. So I place the dimensionals directly on there, and then I will place the rest on the white, the back of the white heart. If that makes sense. This is just like for placement, so I can see where I'm putting them, that area is for sure covered, and then I balance out the rest. This heart is basically an exact fit of the pull away heart. So just line it up to the best of your abilities. And press real hard. You know, usually I don't push too hard. It's not needed. But now we'll be able to pull that away, which we'll see on my sample. So let me put this in my little template bag. And I'm going to... Oh. Crap, I forgot something. Let me see if I can fix it. Okay, so this was really just to make it cute. I took a small piece of the Poppy Parade, Sweet Sorbet bordered ribbon. And before I did all that, I glued it under the word pull. So it's like an extra long pull thing. So let me add some adhesive to the folded end of the ribbon. This is fixing it because I should have done it in the right order. Don't peel your heart away, the red one. I'm going to try to separate this a little bit. Actually, I'm not going to add any adhesive. I'm going to pull it too much. And I'm just going to shove this ribbon under the white, but on top of the poppy. This is just me trying to fix this. You should have just done this in the correct order. Looks cuter. Okay. Then I'm going to add this ribbon that I didn't put on my first card. Okay. So let me attach the designer paper to the poppy card base. And then the poppy designer paper to the white textured shimmer. And the texture, by the way, is just like lines. It's like corrugated paper, but really fine corrugated, and then it's shimmery. And then this whole piece, oh, I almost made a mistake. It's going to get a piece of this free with a $50 purchase, no limit, spend $100, get 2, and so on. Pool party, crinkled seam binding. It is a very wide ribbon, about a 1/2 inch wide. And I'm just going to put a strip of it across the center of this piece with the white and designer paper. And I've already put adhesive on the back because I almost forgot and glued it down without it. So I'm just sticking that to the back. Let me add more adhesive on top of the ribbon. Make sure it doesn't pop out. And now I will attach this to the card base. This ribbon is not in the photo, because the photo I took originally, because I didn't think about it until after. The pull tab piece will get attached flat to the 3x3 basic white. And then that is going to get Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. Love the layers on the blue. Thank you. Makes it pop, Linda. Thank you. Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. I'm just going to do 5 of this white square. And I'm going to add an embellishment as well. So this square will go over toward the left, sort of centered on the left side. And then for my embellishment, I have the gorgeous blooming pearls. They carried over from the holiday catalog, so you can still purchase them. They're in the online store. And they're gorgeous, but like you have to see them in person. If you don't have them, you should get them. You just should, because they're gorgeous. I'm looking for my take your pick. I can't describe how shiny they are. So I placed a large, they've come in large and small, and it's, I think, peacock, lost lagoon, petal pink, and gold, straight up gold. So they're and large and small in each color. I placed a large and 2 small down in the bottom right corner of the poppy square. And then a couple of small up in the top left of the poppy square. Okay, and that is the card. I did think it would look cute if this red was embossed or something, but I'm quite sure embossing it would rip apart the pull tab part, you know, how it's connected. So I did not do that because I thought that. Here's my original without the ribbon. You can see both there. Thank you, Julie. And let's pull it. Get your hand out of the way, me. Okay, I'm going to leave that one little corner. Oh, no, it came off. Well, we removed that. And that's how it looks when they pull it off. Now, on this one, they have more of a memento to keep, at least in this card's case. Sending you lots of love. It pretty much looks the same, I think, as the one I just stamped, positioning-wise. That's it. So, hooray for surprises. Now the name makes sense. Thanks, Donna. Thank you guys earlier. Thanks, Terry, Cindy, Jennifer, Lori, Donna, Brenda, Martha. Martha, that's a very nice comment. Cindy, thank you. All right. Okay, so just a reminder, it is the Hooray for Surprises bundle, page 13. It is, I'm going to remove this thing. Like, there's not a suite, it's standalone. They put it with some other designer papers. I wanted to make that, but into a full-size card with the flowers here and the round one, but I didn't have time to make my brain convert it to a full-size card. Of course, you, like I did on the first card, you don't have to do it with the pull, just use the elements. And here is my inspiration for the first card I made, this sample in the catalog. And it's, you see, the pull tab is right there. Peel here, pull up the tab. Anyway, they have 3 cakes with little flowers on the cakes and stuff. So that is the bundle. Let me bring the cards back in. Y'all can see 1, 2, and 3. See which one you like. Thank y'all. I'm going to do it this way. 1 on top, 2 and 3. Thank you guys so much for joining. I will not be live next week, and I really doubt I will. But if I do, it'll be a surprise pop in from the cruise, but it won't be stamping most likely. So we'll see you on that. But I won't be live next week doing stamping. but I'll be back the following week on Thursday at 9 a.m. Central. Janet says, I need to read the small print in the catalog. Well, Janet, we're all in that boat, so don't feel bad. 2 ribbons, Sue. I love it. Sue's like, 2 ribbons. You go, girl. Yes, look at me using 2 ribbons on one card, even though I forgot the second one, but you know, that's all right. Martha, thank you. Cindy, thank you. I wish it would stay attached. Yeah, I don't know how they could. Well, I guess they could, but Cindy, remember that most of the people that we give these cards to aren't like us. They don't even keep our cards. Everybody don't cry about that, but it's kind of true. But yeah, it would be cool if it was like real thick, or maybe just like embossed only, like, yeah, so it could stay attached. That could be cool. I know, I'm right. They don't keep them. they don't treasure them the way we do. But it's fine. Like, they still got joy when we gave them the card. So, and that's what's most important. The joy of making and giving, Donna, exactly. But it would be cool. I do agree. It could be cool if it stayed attached. But we can go either way. We'll make it work. Thank you, Landa. Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Donna. Thanks, Marcia. Thanks, Cindy. I am going to let y'all go. Cindy, your grandkids save all of them. That's true. My daughter, so we had I saw this funny video, and I sent it to my daughter. Y'all know how there's all those videos on social media, like little short videos. And it was this guy, it was like a joke video, and he was like, what I think's going to happen when I throw away a birthday card I received. And he's like, you can do this. You can do this. And he throws it in the trash, and immediately his grandma pops up, and she's like, you threw my card away? And so I sent it to my daughter, and she was like, yeah. She said, she was like, haha, that's funny. She said, I do throw most away now, but never a Stampin' Up card. So our relatives know in general that they better not throw away a Stampin' Up card. But yeah, Lori, it was hilarious. He's like, and his grandma appears out of nowhere. She's like, you threw my card away? Anyway, so our relatives do know. They better not. Like, I better find a drawer of cards from me if I ever go to your house. Landa says, my son-in-law keeps all the handmade cards I give him. Of course. Could build these up and put a piece of candy inside the opening. Well, if you did, Janet, you would have to, I don't have anything to show as an example, but there's the top piece that opens, and then whatever you stamped, you'd have to make walls in between, if that makes sense. You'd have to make walls. I know that video was hilarious. I wanted to share it with like my whole customer base, but does that make sense, Janet? You'd have to build walls so the candy wouldn't fall out. So maybe stacking up foam adhesive strips or something. Yeah, foam adhesive strips are what we use on a shaker card. So maybe, I think it would be a trial and error thing and make it work. But also, I was thinking like maybe just a flat candy, like a Ghirardelli. I never know how to say that. You might be able to make something like that work easier, Janet, so that it, you know what I mean? It was like cardstock, flat candy, bottom layer, and then maybe the foam adhesive strips. That could be cool. So yeah, and then there's the circles and the heart shape. So yes. By the way, if y'all ever, thank you, Cindy, make stuff based on anything I show, whether it's completely different or whatever, please feel free to go post that over on my VIP group. We love seeing your ideas over there. So hint, hint, Janet, if you make the candy one, post it for us. All right. Thank you, Cindy. I will hopefully enjoy the cruise. Thanks, Brenda. I mean, I intend to enjoy the cruise. Landa and I are going to discuss some excursions maybe today, even though we're busy, but you know, we can do it. Anyway, and everyone have a great week, and I will see y'all in a couple of weeks, if not sooner. Bye.